Thrifting is a lifestyle for Megan Howard.
Well, I started thrifting because it's like you can get a top for $2 with tags brand new.
And the racks are always full of good deals here at Thrift City in Richardson.
Oh, that's cute.
We challenged Megan to find a whole outfit under 20 bucks.
So this is going to be our outfit inspiration today. It's Taylor Swift walking around New York. This one is $1.99.
So while she's shopping, check this out here. Retail experts say now, more than ever, shoppers are coping with inflation by turning to thrift stores and secondhand online sites like Facebook Marketplace, saving up to 80% on clothing and household goods.
There's a lot of families that are struggling right now, so you have to know which thrift stores to go to.
And which ones to avoid, like vintage shops. Their prices might be a bit more jacked up.
All right, let's try it on and see.
Let's get back to Megan. Nailing our challenge, staying under budget. Today, retirement doesn't look the same. It's been reimagined. People are leaving their traditional 9-to-5s to find something that really makes them happy.
Something changed within me. It was a feeling that I can't really quite describe, but I knew I wanted more of it.
Georgette Dunn is a part of the Reimagined Retirement community. She left her corporate job to become a yoga instructor.
Yoga was the thing that I kept on coming back to. It brought me a sense of peace that I couldn't get anywhere else. And I knew I wanted to share it with others, and I wanted to learn more.
This wife and mother of two essentially came up with a plan to make money and make her own schedule.
When you're successful at something that you do and you leave, people are looking at you like, why would you make that transition? Do you know of all the pitfalls that could come now, accompany this? Because it was a change in my finances. It was a change almost in stature, if that makes sense, because you're going from being in an executive position to then a yoga teacher. Like, what is that?
This has been in the hearts of many employees for so long, but COVID was the catalyst.
And financial expert Derek Kinney has a few tips for those looking to make a leap.
That lets them know how much money they need to earn at their dream job and still live the retirement they've always wanted to have.
Back in the studio, Georgette is looking forward and encouraging others to rethink, reimagine, and maybe redefine retirement.
As grocery prices rise, so do the number of people who need help.
We're having to purchase more food than we ever have before.
The North Texas Food Bank is helping more families now than they did at the height of the pandemic. And for many, it's their first time here.
Budgets are stretched and people are having to make tough choices between food, utilities, transportation.
And it has people questioning, will food prices ever go down? Texas economist Dr. Ray Perryman says it depends on what you buy.
Some of the prices that have been escalated now will remain at these levels or close to these levels going forward. A big exception to that is the things that are closely tied to commodity prices.
Commodities fluctuating in price include grains, meats, fish, soybean, and coffee. But the price for items like toothpaste tend to stabilize. Here's why you're paying more at the grocery store. The pandemic triggered higher food production and transportation costs. Damaging weather affected crops. Russia invaded Ukraine. There's a shortage of workers and now risks of a potential rail strike.
Kind of a perfect storm of things going on now, some of which are being worked out over time.
The domino effect, a harsh reality for families.
Puts a bigger strain on the social service system.
It's not just families. Food banks are struggling too. Big companies have limited donations due to higher costs, and now volunteers are doing what they can to keep shelves stocked. Overall, Perryman says we're making progress.
Most of the trucks are running now, the ports are running double shifts, and things are getting into the country.
And remains optimistic the economy will improve in the coming months.
If it wasn't for them, I don't think a lot of people would be able to survive.
Diana Davis never imagined she'd rely on the food pantry for her weekly groceries.
It's too high. It's too expensive.
When she receives more than she needs.
And we have food here, and we have food there.
Diana shares it with others in her retirement community.
It makes us so happy because we help the elderly, those that can't get out, those that don't have a car, those that can't get food.
Inflation is hurting just about everyone in North Texas.
Any race, nationality, everyone is there. Then to see the people that's in need it's like mind-blowing.
The storehouse of Collin County served around 600 families between July and September this year. That's more than doubled the same time last year.
It tells us that the working families in our communities are struggling.
Depending on the size of the family, they will get food that will last them 2 weeks, from milk, fruit, vegetables, some frozen meat, and a variety bag that has oatmeal and rice.
If they're standing in our food line, they have a need beyond food.
The storehouse director, Ben Skye, says there's been an increase in housing, utilities, and healthcare support, and more people using the organization's clothing closet.
We often hear neighbors tell us they're making decisions between medical care, paying for medicine and prescriptions, and nutritious meals.
A difficult position to be in, one that Diana admits is hard to recover from right now.
It's getting worse, and a lot of people don't have the funds.
Making places like the storehouse a godsend as prices continue to soar.
Things that normally would have been paid for in cash or debit, now going on credit. And the number of people across DFW charging is growing at an alarming rate. Credit Counseling Service Debt Redemption of Texas Debt Relief and Consolidation is seeing it right now. This year, the number of North Texans turning to the service for help is 5 times what specialists normally see. People are charging as much as $100,000, if not more. Debt relief specialists say folks are using them to supplement income until they're maxed out and have nowhere to turn. The top item people are charging: groceries.
So now they're paying for massively inflated prices on those groceries, and also carrying a massive interest rate on the groceries they just bought. So they're paying interest on their food, and not a little bit of interest. They're paying a lot of interest, in many cases 20 or 25%.
Specialists are seeing more people charge cell phone bills and necessities for children, such as clothes and tuition. If you're struggling to pay off credit card debt, here's what you can do. Transfer your debt to a balance transfer credit card that offers no interest for up to 21 months. Consolidate with a personal loan. This could provide you with a fixed amount of money over a fixed time period and at a fixed interest rate. Another option, borrow from a family member or a friend. Just make sure you set up a repayment plan and stick to it so you don't damage your relationship.